Flipper Dave here, and welcome back to episode 2 of Flipping My Way Home. Today I'm on my way to the thrift store, and we're going to find me a $40 item that I can flip on eBay for $100. Let's go. Alright guys, I just came out of the thrift store, and oh my gosh. Guys, go to a Goodwill right now. One of the ones where they have all the bins and you're digging through it and they price everything by weight, okay? I walked out with 3 things that I thought was going to be around $40 total. And when I went on eBay in the store looking at it, I was like, yeah, I'll make a nice profit off these things. $13. Do you see that? $13. Because they go by weight, and I didn't realize that till the end. 11.15 pounds at $1.09 a pound. Guys, look at this. I found an old mini space heater from 1987. I believe that's what that is. November of 1987. 40 bucks on eBay that I'm seeing for this specific model. It probably works. I wasn't able to test it, but clean this up nicely. That's $40 right there. Then I found some tools. I've got a old Harbor Freight steel driver kit, 18 pieces. Don't know when it was from. I don't know if it's old either, but the packaging looks old. So that's cool right there. Then I have an old Pittsburgh puller kit. I'm tempted to keep this myself, instead of having to go to AutoZone to rent theirs. This would be nice to have, but I'm gonna flip it. So it's a 46-piece set from Harbor Freight. And yeah, I was seeing these going for about 30 bucks on eBay. So all in all, $13. I'm tempted to go back in there, guys, because they just put more crap out on the floor and people were rummaging through it. So I'm really tempted to go back in there. I didn't film in there out of respect for everybody else that was in there. Everyone kind of looked serious going through those bins. But Goodwill is, I promise, go to a Goodwill. I don't know if they're all like that, but one of like the factory style ones where they got like the belts going kind of like a warehouse style, go to one of those and put the bins out. You have to get your hands dirty. You got to dig through all the nasty clothes and all that stuff, but all the good stuff is at the bottom, I promise. You will find some really cool items, and like I said, they price it by weight, so really huge profits. For me, I'm tempted to go back in there. But let's go back home. Let's clean these items up. Let's list them on eBay and see how much profit we can make. All right, y'all, I'm back at home, and let's go ahead and take a deeper dive at the items that I purchased. So the heater does plug in, and it works. It's cool and heat, and this thing gets hot really fast. So that's awesome that this actually works. So turn that off, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these screws out and clean all the dust out, try to make it look nicer to post on eBay. And I'll provide a screenshot, but there's another one listed for about 40 bucks. So if I list mine for 30, mine should go quicker than his. Here's the Pittsburgh puller set. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and make sure all the tools are there. All right, here's the puller set. Everything seems to be there. It doesn't look very heavily used. Definitely an older model. You can tell by the logo. That's definitely an old Pittsburgh logo. The box is old. Doesn't look great from the outside, but this will provide a good picture. I think this will actually go faster on Marketplace than it would eBay. If I list this for like 20 bucks, somebody ought to buy this. I think they're like in the 30s, brand new. So I think this will go pretty quickly. So let's move on to the seal driver. All right, moment of truth. This box has seen better days, but I'm hoping that everything is in there. So go ahead and look at everything it includes, and we're gonna go ahead and match everything up. All right, looks like everything's here. We got our handle, got our bolt, got our big washer. We can go ahead and count all these up and make sure that we do have 18 pieces. Yep, 18 pieces. Everything's all here. That's awesome. So I did find another one on eBay, and I believe it was about 20 bucks. This same exact box right here. Scanned the barcode. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna list this for 20 bucks on Marketplace. So 20, 20, 30. $70 profit off of a $13 receipt. All right, here's a breakdown of the math. The heater I can expect to sell for about 30 bucks. The puller and the driver both 20 bucks each, leaving us with $70. I spent $13 at the thrift store, leaving me with a $57 profit. Now remember, last video I made $40 and that was my starting point. But I only ended up spending $13, leaving me with $27 left over to spend. If I add that to here, that's $84 I get to spend for my next video. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures of both Pittsburgh sets. I'm gonna clean them up, list them on Marketplace, and then I'm gonna move on to the heater and I'll show you the breakdown of what I'm gonna do, take it apart, clean it, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and take out these outside screws here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a flathead screwdriver and I'm just gonna start to separate the metal a little bit, careful not to bend it. Just like that. All the corners. Just like that. And this whole back assembly should slide out of the case. This part right here, the whole back should just slide out. It's gonna take some wiggling and some work, but we're gonna get it out. All right, y'all, I finally popped it loose. It took a lot of prying, taking little flatheads and kind of just working that metal in between there. Finally, looks like it's starting to come free. Just keep working it. Taking some needle nose and I'm just working the innards from the case. Gotta keep working it. There we go. Looks like it's almost there. There we go. What a mess. All right, looks like we have some sort of fireproofing here around that, so we're just gonna put that to the side, make sure we don't forget to put that back in. And as you can tell, it's actually in pretty great condition. It's just cobwebs and a lot of dust. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just start brushing all this stuff away, making sure not to damage any of the electrical components, and show you what that looks like when I'm done. Now you might be wondering why I'm going through all the effort to take this apart and clean the inside when you can't see the inside. Well, there's a couple reasons for that, and one of the main reasons is stuff like that right there. That's either dog hair or human hair or lint or something flammable. Down there right by that relay, I guess that's the switch. That's the switch. But anyway, right down there, it's touching both of those contacts right there. And if something were to short out in this thing, remember it's from 1987. If something were to short out in here, that's gonna catch on fire. And yeah, it may burn off really quickly, but there's a lot of dust in here. Stuff like that in there too, okay? All of that dust inside of a heater. Same idea with the dryer, okay? You don't want a clogged dryer vent, that's a fire hazard, okay? So when you deal with something like this, take the time, take it apart, clean all that stuff out. Looking better already and we're not even done. All right, once you've done everything you can with the vacuum cleaner, I'm gonna show you a trick to get this looking brand spanking new. All you're gonna need is paper towels and some rubbing alcohol. All right, all you're gonna do, make sure this is unplugged, obviously. You're gonna take some isopropyl alcohol and some paper towels. Wet the paper towel, do not pour it directly on here. I shouldn't even have to say that, but you never know. Wet the paper towel with the alcohol gently and wipe all of the surfaces down. Be careful around the components, but you can wipe those down as well. Alcohol evaporates pretty quickly. You want to make sure you get the element, all of that up there. That's like caked on dust. That's not going to come off with a vacuum or a duster. So really work these metal areas. Not going to damage anything by cleaning that. All right, here's the finished product. It's all cleaned up the best that I could. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of dust down there at the bottom, but it's not a huge deal. We're mostly just concerned about the giant debris up here in the electrical components. Cleaned up the inside best I could and the outside. A lot of that is stuck on there. The screen, you can kind of see there's a little bit of rust there. So you want to gently clean any rusty parts, stuff that you can't get replacements for. Now you could try to paint this, repaint this brown if you wanted to. I just don't see the point for, it's only $40. I don't think that you could find the right brown to match this. So I say leave it alone. It kind of gives it a little bit of a patina look, in my opinion. But anyway, let's go ahead and put all this back together. All right, there's the finished product, guys. Made by Aladdin International Corporation, 1987. Cleaned up nicely. The whole point of this was just that it's on a budget. It didn't cost us anything to clean it up. All put back together and it still works, so I'm gonna go ahead and list this on eBay for $30. Then I've got the other two things over there, $20 a piece on Facebook Marketplace, and I'll get back to you when we sell it. All right, y'all, so I listed the heater for $30 on eBay and both of the Harbor Freight tools on Facebook for $25 each. Listed it for $25 instead of $20, just to give me a little bit of breathing room in case somebody wants to haggle. So now we wait, and I have till Saturday to sell all 3 items. So I sold each tool set for $15 a piece to some coworkers. Still waiting on the heater to sell. The next video, I'll get back with you and tell you how much it sold for, and I'll have the total dollar amount that I'm allowed to spend for that flip. If you like this video, go ahead and leave me a like and a subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Saturday.